Well, some locals are never going to change. As long as I still live in this area, Newton Park is still going to be somewhere I frequent. And today, I've got a bit of filming to do for work. I've got a quiver to film. There's a perfect little window for me to get the rods out for a few hours as well. I've just dropped Marielle off in town. She's working in office today, so I've dropped her off in the centre of Bath. Went and got my day ticket and I've come up here. So I've got a little window, which I've actually, normally I don't have a deadline or a cut-off point, but I've got to pick her back up from the centre of Bath when she finishes work. So I've literally just got basically the last hour or so of this morning and a few hours this afternoon to get the rods out, get some filming done and then go pick her up again. So a little window, but I'm very optimistic as well. This is always somewhere I've come up for quite a confident bite, shall I say, and this time of year, odds are you tend to pick them up. And I've actually chosen a swim. You may recognise the fence or the railings along here because I've done a lot of sessions up there, but normally in the swim to the left, which has a boat in it. Today I'm in the one that's very, very end. I often see people fishing it and it's never really appealed to me because it's right tucked up in the corner. You've not got all that much water. But having said that, every time people fish in this swim, they seem to have a lot of fish that they like to hold up in this little bay. I've got my trusty bushwhacker with me today as well, so I'm going to be shipping a rod down there, and then the left-hand one I'm probably going to put over to the far tree line as well. There's nobody fishing there, and I've often had bites from there as well. So delicate little dropping of traps, get the rods out, and hopefully we can pick up a few. Rigs-wise and setup-wise, the same as what you keep seeing everywhere. This one is a fluoro D-rig with a wafter, and I'm using a little 3-bait stringer of straight out of the bag Scope-It Squid boilies. That's going to be dropped with a bushwhacker with a load of crumb, whole boilies, and potentially some small seed mix. I've got a little pots from Nash there. And the other one is again one of my other trusty rigs, which is just a coated braid combi, stripped back just before the hooks. You've got a bit more play and movement there. And that's a standard out the bag bottom bait, topped with a bit of corn as well, and again with a 3-bait stringer. Both of those rigs have been spritzed with the Scope-It Squid spray, so they're really, really pungent. And being dropped with a spoon, it's delicate and it's basically a nice parcel of food for any fish that comes along to snaffle up. So without further talking or further ado, or whatever other little saying you want to try and put in there, get the rods out, get a bite cam on, because I'm quite confident of a quick bite, and hopefully we'll have a few fish within the next few hours. Well, it wasn't quite the quick bite I was after, but we've got one of the classic angry little stockies from Newton Park. Beautiful scales on it. And once it went into net, I think this one thought it might have been a grass carp because it just absolutely exploded once in the net, and trying to get it out as well, the same issue. But this one came on the fluoro D-rig, which was on the left rod. I actually thought the right-hand rod was going to do the first bite because there was some fish down there already. But no, it's been a couple of hours actually. I've been able to get most of my work done. And this one's come as I'm almost finished. Just get the rod back out. I've still got a couple of hours left until I've got to shoot. So there's every chance of a few more of these absolute beauts. Let's get it back. Bite number 2, and that's come off the same rod, which has just been pulled over to the far margin, just out in front of a swim actually. It's a swim that you actually very rarely see people fishing for some reason, even though those margins are really productive. Proof's in the pudding, there's 2 today from that margin. There's someone fishing to the same margin but just around the corner from the far bank. It's the sort of spot where a lot of people try and cast to because they seem to hold up there. And he's about to go, so put him down quickly. But another beautiful one of the stockies. It's a smidgen bigger than the first one, probably about 12-13 pound mark. Beautiful fish and great fun on a few hours fishing. The rod is back out. I quickly put it out. I unhooked him in the net, got the rod back out because the fish are there feeding. I want to capitalise on it on this short window. Beautiful. Thank you, mister. Not the best return you'll ever see, but it's a return nonetheless. Unfortunately, no more fish, but that's just the way it goes. I'm sure if I'd stayed a bit longer, as always is the case, if I had that just a little bit longer, I would have had something. But this lake notoriously does come into its own, or starts to pick up again coming into the evening. So I am pretty sure I would have had some more, but I have to go pick up the wife. I'm playing badminton this evening. How grown up of me. So cheers for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please like it if you did, and subscribe to me if you haven't done so already. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
Keep on moving on.